How do I stop Leo from mixing me up? Oh, it's Soul's Bandit Bringer plus on block. How do you punish this move optimally? Oh, it doesn't matter what it is because I'm going to show you how to beat every single move in the game. My god, fighting games are cool. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Guilty Gear, and today we're going to learn how to beat everything in the game. We're going to learn how to use training mode properly. Most people probably just see it as a combo thing. It's pretty useful as a combo thing. I've got Milia here, this is the character that I've been learning, and I have Giovanna here, a mix-up, high-pressure beast that you need to learn how to sort of counteract her stuff and how to beat her stuff. And what we're going to do is learn how to use the training mode to train against specific characters or specific situations, so when you do have a question like, is this plus on block, or is this minus on block, or how do I beat this move, you can go and learn how to do it. If you're looking to learn it against specific moves, this is the first thing we're going to look at. I want you to go, well, for me, the fastest and easiest way to do this is to go into training mode, go into the training settings, and if I'm getting beaten by a specific move, or I want to know how to punish a certain move, or if it's safe on block or not safe on block, all these different things, the easiest way I find to do this is to pick the person you want to fight against, obviously, and then go into opponent settings, set them to all guard, and then go into counter attack settings. So what I'm going to do is go and look at, I think it's Trevaro, for example, for Giovanna, Spiral Doggo, okay? If she is safe, then if I mash punch, she'll just be able to block it, right? So because she has plus frames actually on this move, she's completely safe on this. So you can't punish it, okay. But if she starts it up and I see her starting it up, yeah, I can easily beat it like this. Let's try a faster move now. Let's see if we can get this working against counterattack settings. I think Sol Puente is what I want. There we go, flip kick. So, she starts the flip kick. Hey, look, I can 6p it. Hey, look, if she's close enough, I can close slash it. Hey, look, I can even 2H it. If I see it's coming, I can 2H it. Now, you might be saying, like, if you fought Giovanna before, you might be saying, but Josh, she does this in a big fancy sequence of moves, and, like, you're blocking during that time, so maybe you can't do these things. Like, it's not really realistic to see her doing it in the middle, or, you know, just in neutral, in the nooch, doing it raw, right? It's raw! It's fucking raw! So, how do we do that? Well, training mode has your back with that. First things first, go into your button settings. Hello, by the way, if you haven't bound dash, please bind dash, roaming cancel, and bind burst as well. It will save you a lot of trouble. I have burst unbound for now because I have it set to play and record. You can probably just set these to your L3 and R3 buttons respectively. This controller that I am using does not have an R3 button, so I'm just going to quickly borrow my burst button because I don't need it for now. Okay. What this means is we can now go and we can set it to recording standby. What I need to do before we actually do that as well, because I've been playing around with this, practicing it myself a little bit, getting familiar with it, is set this to slot number 1. So, what's nice is when you hit the record button, it will go to recording standby, and you'll be able to move around and play the character that you're up against. You can use this time to kind of practice the sequence that you want to practice. So you might see a lot of Giovannas doing this sort of thing, or doing this, and then doing the flip kick. So what I'm going to do is record a sequence which is not that. I want this into flip kick, which is this. Now, because of, you know, this is a move that has plus frames, what I should also be doing is doing a move afterwards as well to try and catch some pressure. So we'll just use the kick. I need to restart that recording, but that's fine. I'm also bad, apparently. You can go figure, the moment you start recording something, you can't do it anymore. There we go. So that's all we're looking for. So, now when I set her to play, she will run through that sequence. So if I try and block it crouching, hey, it doesn't work. And she'll even jump at the end, because, lol, I included jump at the end. Anyway. So I'm going to block the sequence, and hey, look, we can learn how to block it. But what we can also do is learn how to punish it. Also worth mentioning, by the way, if you are using things like close slash, I think this is using 2S, so it won't matter too much, but if you are using moves like close slash, if you are not close to her, it will also change it, because it will just do the slash input. She's still reacting on block, whatever, it's fine. Right, if you're too far away, you'll get fast slash instead, and that might change how the sequence plays out. So just keep that in mind. If like things are changing, that might be a reason why. So let's punish this. So after she's done it, I'm gonna mash punch. Oh no, I can't mash punch. She's plus. Oh god. Oh no, I get caught by the kick. Whoops. Also, like I mentioned, side is side dependent, or not. Oh, I know what was happening, because I was trying this earlier and it was like, it was changing up the sequence, and I think it was just because she was flipping over me. Okay, so as long as she starts on the opposite side, then I think it will just reverse the input. Yeah, it does. So, okay, it's not side dependent. That's cool! That's cool! Sorry, misinformation. Jesus, shame on me. Right, let's punish this. So, oh, I can't do anything from here. Oh no, oh god, oh lord. Ba. But what if I do this? Whoop, she was too close. So I tried 6P there, and because she was so close, she just went clean over me. But hey, look, I can slash it. So if she's that close, then I can just slash it. 6P does work. There we go. Try it again. Because then what I should be able to do, as Milia for example, what you can actually do off the back of this now, oops, sorry, is you can practice actual punishes. So again, this is all useful information. Jesus, that hitbox! So with a little practice, you can start getting a little bit of a punish. Useful, right? So that we can now deal with that sequence. But Josh, I hear you say, she doesn't just do that sequence, she does several others. Ah, well, we can set those up as well. And the cool thing is, because we have that first sequence locked in, I can go into training settings, I can go into recording settings, and I can go slot 2. My god. My god. What's cool as well is you can even save these recordings forever. So you can have them locked in for Giovanna forever and ever and ever if you want to come back to it and practice another time. Because it doesn't just do the close slash 2S into flip. She also can do spiral doggo, she can do this, so she has all these different options. So what if we set those up? So what I want to do is do the spiral doggo instead. So I'm going to set it to record, dash in, and then spiral doggo. I didn't actually do that right, so we can just do it again. Spiral doggo, and then do a slash afterwards, sure. Right? Pretty common sequence you'll see out of Giovanna's. And so what I can start doing is practicing against that. Hey look, I can still 6P it. Spoiler alert, 6P beats a lot of Giovanna's BS. If I try and press a slower button, I might get hit. You do not want to get counter hit by this move. Hey look. And if I try and mash afterwards, whoops. So if I try and mash after the spiral doggo, oh look, I get counter hit. If you've had that happen to you due to Giovanna, spoiler alert, that's what's going on. She's plus after the spiral doggo, and she's going to take you out, basically. Can't use a slow move, but I can use my 6P. And, like, this is not a universal answer, although I imagine 6P works a lot for a lot of characters. But you will have options, and there probably are better options than this that I can lab out literally right now because I've set this up. But Josh! She does all three. She does all three of these different things, and she does them at random or at her leisure, at her leisure. So what I'm going to do is set up the third part of the sequence. So I'm going to set up this.
You're slow.
Right, so let's set that up. So walk forward, and then I'll put a kick afterwards, right? So now we have all three locked in. Right, and if I try and punish this in the same way, or if I try and 6P, it literally doesn't come out. You'll notice?
You're slow.
So at the same point of the sequence, at the 2H, I try and 6P and it doesn't come out. What that means is it's kind of an option select. I think it literally is an option select, because if she's doing the other two, I'll 6P and blow her up. If she's not doing it, then I keep blocking. It built into the game, I have a way of beating that mix-up. She has to do something a little bit more clever. And we can even practice against this, and we can start figuring out, can I predict it, can I see it, can I work out the timings? And instead of having a friend do it over and over against you, you can simply go into training mode, training settings, recording settings, and set it to random. So now I will just start blocking, and when I hit play, it will do one of these random sequences. And I can see if I can deal with it. And so it's just picking between the three. And I can figure out, and hey look, I can get her out of that sequence as well, because hey, she's negative on the doggo. And there we go. And you'll notice, suddenly, like, Giovanna, for all her nonsense, isn't that scary, right? Because we can test out these different ways of beating these different approaches, and I've basically set up a bot to play a very basic rock, paper, scissors game. She was super close there, she went over me, she got the flip kick. And you can start learning these different situations, and if you can react to it, you can definitely react to Spiral Doggo. The flip kick might be a little bit tougher, and the other option, like, you have a lot of time for that. Like, that was a reaction out of me. But because I know what I'm looking for and what I'm training against, well, we can set up a bot to do that. Now, I'm not going to pretend that this is the easiest thing in the world. I'm not going to pretend that this is, like, super simplistic. Because, for example, one character that I think a lot of people, and myself included, are going to need to do some lab time against and do some practice time against is this boy here, Leo Whitefang. I have no idea how to play Leo Whitefang. I don't have the first clue. I know he's a charge character, so you hold back to charge up his moves, and then you press forward and a button to get him to do things. I have no idea how this guy works. I don't know what he does. So I might have to spend a little bit of time practicing. I know that there is, I think, a mission mode that even goes over his side switch, which I think you get through the thing. The command list is available for all the different characters, though, and it does teach you how to do all these different things. So how do I do the switch? Yep, so we have his side switch. Right. One thing that is a little bit annoying about this training mode is that the slots do just save inputs regardless of character. So, for example, this is Leo doing the Giovanna sequence. Because you have a number of slots, you can just kind of practice other things. But if you do want to just set him up doing the cross-up, for example, then we go into training settings. Not counter-attack settings. We could do it with counter-attack settings, actually, and set it to Eisensturm after block. So after he blocks... Oh, that's his DP, sorry. This is why I wish you could set it to show inputs and not show the names of the moves, because who knows the names of moves? No one knows the names of moves. I don't know half these things. I think it's Vites? Yeah. So if you fought Leo before, you've probably been mixed by this, and we can just practice dealing with it, blocking it, whoop, bursting it, apparently not bursting it, but yellow are seeing it. Or you can practice trying to grab him out of it, which... Oh my god, he's alive! I accidentally pressed the wrong button. We can practice just grabbing him out of it. You see him dashing towards you like this, you just go for a cheeky grab. And if you know his pressure string, if you came out of a match, you can watch the replay, maybe see what kind of pressure string he went into before doing that. It probably is something just like slash, heavy slash into that. We can even try and set him up. And I'm going to try and set him up to do that, just to demonstrate, like, I don't know the sequence. I literally don't know. I'll time how long it takes me to set him up doing a simple sequence into this move, and then I'll practice against it. And so there we go. I have him set to do that sequence. It's basically just slash, 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 do the side switch. Because I need him to be in close slash range when we start. Slash, slash, side switch, and then overhead. Right? This is a sequence you're going to see out of Leo's a lot. You do need to reset him out of that stance afterwards. Make sure I start close, because it is based on close slash. So what I can try and start doing is figuring out... Can I, like, try and just... Basically, I'm holding back and dust to basically keep blocking if I'm forced into block. So when at the start of the sequence, if I do this, I'll just keep blocking while I'm mashing dust. But the moment there's a gap, I will throw him. And this is a good way of getting out of pressure in Guilty Gear in general, is like this kind of, if they're super close in your face or going to get close to you, that was a little bit too early. So I got hit. And so if I keep tapping back, there we go, I've got him set up again. Like, I can maybe catch him out of this with a throw. Throwing him is honestly a good option against this sequence, by the way. It's generally how people have beaten it historically, and it still works now. But let's try just like mashing jab out of it. Misses, so I still get hit. I think the overhead at the end of this right now is a little bit delayed, so it's definitely not perfect, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But if you have a Dragon Punch, for example, or a Vapor Thruster, for example, you'll probably be able to blow your way out of this sequence. Let's try something else, actually. Oh, it's going to get a little bit weird. Actually, it still works! Incredible. My god, he's just mixing me without even caring. Let me try jumping. Oh, look. So what this means is I can fuzzy jump. A fuzzy jump is basically where I hold back and just like try and jump out of pressure. And you're basically trying to block and jump at the same time. It's a little bit risky and it takes a little bit of finessing. Whoop. Hey look, that actually works. That's actually good to know. I can just yellow RC it if I really don't want to deal with Leo's pressure. But I'm holding up and block at the same time. And as long as his string is true, like basically there's no gaps in it, I will never jump. So if I just hold back and up back, hey, I can fuzzy jump my way out of this. So it's stuff like this that you start breaking down and learning and beating various little different things. You can put any mix-up you can imagine into this system. If you are losing to Nagoriyuki dashing in and command grabbing you, you can program that. You can program all the different moves from Sol. You can even do and learn how to beat the most sacred and powerful of techniques. We are going to learn how to beat Sol Bad Guy. Round start. 6S. So if you want to see something really cool, you can even go into training settings, and I believe there is an option for when you do the reset, you get the round call, and you can even change side. Wow, incredible. So what this means is that when I hit the reset button, you get all this. What this means is I can also set it to do training settings, and then I believe it's opponent's, I think it's counterattack settings actually. After hit, after recovery, after throw break, after position reset, Sol Bad Guy, 6S, /. Right? And so at the start of the round, he will do that. So let's try things against it. So I'm going to try 6P. Maybe a 6P beats it. I'm going to try my 5S. I lose. I'm going to try my 5H. Counter hit. I'm going to try my 2H. Counter. I'm going to try jumping in heavy slash. Punish. I'm going to try backdash heavy slash. Or backdash slash. Punish. Right? If you are going up against Sols doing round start 6S or round start 6H, for example, you can learn how to beat it. Everything in the game you can learn how to beat with this training mode. It is such a unique thing for fighting games where if you're playing Valorant, you can't set a jet bot to run around a corner or dash around a corner in a specific way. If you're playing League of Legends, you can't set someone to do a sequence to like initiate and run in on you. If you're playing StarCraft, you can't set an AI to do a certain build order to fight against you. Fighting games let you do this. Fighting games let you go and learn how to beat stuff. So when you're stuck, when you're, oh, I have no idea how to beat this thing, go into training mode, figure it out. It's really worth doing. It might feel overwhelming at first, but what you'll do is granularly build up and organically build up a bed of knowledge of, I know I can beat this. There's a way of doing that. How did I do that? I trained against this. And you can slowly but surely figure out how to get everything going. And it's so much easier. It literally takes, once you know how to do it, it takes about the same amount of time to set up a bot and practice against it yourself, and you get the experience in your hands of doing it as it would looking around on the internet, browsing through Reddit threads, posting a Reddit thread of, how do I beat Sol round start 6S? Well, I just set it up in the training mode in about 3 seconds, and now I know how to beat it. And now at round start, I know if I press 2H, for example, I can blow a Sol up. or if I press 5H, I can blow us all up. It's so powerful, it's so useful, it cannot be overstated. Thank you guys for joining me on this. Thank you for watching. If you've learned something, please drop a like and a comment and whatever. If you didn't understand anything about this video, drop a comment. I'll answer some questions. If you don't understand the numpad notation, stuff like 5S, 6S, don't worry too much about that. I'll try and explain it at a later date. I want to start doing some Strive tutorial videos. This feels like the most useful one at the start of the game, especially as I'm still learning, I'm still practicing. I'm trying to go from like what I would call an intermediate player to an advanced player, and then I'll start building up some more general videos as we go, as well as some gameplay videos as well that should be pretty fun. Otherwise, thank you for watching to the end. I have been Josh, as one voice amongst many, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Toodaloo.